welcome to Jagee's Cookbook. Now this time I've got a very special salad for you. Those of you who are actually worried about your cholesterol levels, I have got a very good recipe for you in the form of a very healthy salad. Now this salad is also very tasty. It has all kind of low-fat ingredients, in fact, all vegetables, and very good for you. Now the good thing about celery is that, first let me introduce celery. Now celery, it belongs to the carrot family. The carrot, dill, parsley, fennel, all that type of family. It was first used as a decorative plant. The ancient Greeks gave it to athlete winners as a bouquet of, or like we give bouquet of flowers, they gave a bouquet of celery. It's very funny, but that's how it was first used, as a decorative plant. Then it came into the culinary field, and there it was the French which first started using it in their culinary purposes. Now, after the French were the first one to introduce them to cooking, and then it was the Chinese. That's why a lot of Chinese dishes, they do have celery in them, because mainly for soups and all kind of their dishes contains celery. Now celery, the goodness of celery is that it's full of vitamin A. Now the greener the celery is, the more the vitamin A. Now many people think only the stalk is good enough for cooking, but the leaves can be used instead of parsley sometimes, and can be used for soups. I use it for soups and stews and things like that. It contains a whole lot of vitamin C, B1, B2, also minerals like calcium, iron, manganese, phosphorus, and potassium. Very good for you. So now the best thing about this is that it does contain, it contains something which actually increases your bile acid secretion, and that is the one which actually lowers your cholesterol. So do try this. Now this is a kind of celery slaw, like we say coleslaw. I've shown you a coleslaw. Just like that, this is a low-fat form of a coleslaw, which is a celery slaw, and the main ingredient is celery, and that's what I'm going to take from my refrigerator. I've got some celery out here, which has already been cleaned. See how lovely these are. Oh, gorgeous. These are very fresh celery. Notice how fresh they are, because now what you have to, these are the strands. It contains a whole lot of fiber, and if you want to know whether the celery is very fresh, just break it in the middle and it just breaks very fast, just like, it's very crisp like this. If it bends, that means it's not very fresh. This is very fresh celery, and it has a specific, a taste, a flavor, and a specific aroma. Now the main thing in this salad is the celery, and then we've got carrots, a little bit of spring onions, capsicum, and some raisins. Okay, so then we have got a dressing too. Now you have to be very careful. Now this is the celery leaves, how beautiful they are. I just kept these just to show it to you. We don't need this. Now what we have to do is you have to be very careful in cleaning the celery stalks and the leaves very well, okay? Mainly because these, if you notice, these celery have beautiful grooves, lines. They have grooves, and in between these grooves dirt can get embedded in it. So you have to be very careful to wash it very well. So this has been I actually kept it in a big bowl of water and really let it soak up, and then I just washed it many times under cold running water. It's very good if you keep it in the fridge in the vegetable bin, so that it will remain fresh, and it remains fresh for around 5 to 6 days easily. Now what I have to do here is I have to cut these celery into, kind of small pieces. Very, very easy. And the thing is that I love the noise it makes, the crunch. Now enjoy the smell and the flavor. It's really very, very, very nice, and it's an acquired flavor. And if you love Chinese dishes, you love this, because most of all soups, they contain celery. You can actually hear the knife going against the crunch, and it contains a whole lot of fiber too, whole lot. We need around 3 cups of chopped celery. We need a whole lot of celery for this. Like I said, it's very good in lowering your cholesterol, and so we need a whole lot of celery for this. Another way of checking whether the celery is fresh is just press it in the middle, and it'll make a squeaky sound. That shows that it's very, very, very fresh. And try to take the really dark green ones instead of the light green ones, because like I said, the more the darker it is, the more the amount of vitamin A. So this is a very, very, very essential, nutritious vegetable, full of vitamins, minerals, lots of things. So let me just put this in a bowl. Okay, so here I've got around 2 cups of celery. Okay, all chopped up very well. Just look at it, so beautiful. And the actual shape of the celery is also very, very pretty. It's like we actually, shaped it. It's got these grooves, so it's very, very pretty. Now, to this, we need to add a red bell pepper or a red capsicum. Okay, now, a 1/4 cup will be more than enough. And just cut this. Take these white membrane out. And just cut it into small cubes, depicting the shape of the celery. And you can see it's a very, very colorful salad also. It appears to be very pretty, very pleasing to the eye. Usually people are all very, very, they're bored with the usual coleslaw, Russian salad, Greek salad, all sorts of, the normal stuff. This is something different, and you'll enjoy it. Also very, very healthy for you. And enjoy the colors. Like I've always stressed that the more the colors, natural colors, there are in food, the more benefits there are for you. So health benefits. Each color denotes each kind of vitamin and mineral and all sorts of nutrients. Red capsicum, it is the best, better than green capsicum and yellow capsicum, because it has a whole lot more of vitamin A and vitamin C. So this salad, in effect, is full of vitamin A. Can you actually call it a vitamin A salad? Because the celery has a whole lot of vitamin A. The capsicum, beta carotene, carrots, we all know that they're very, very, very rich in vitamin A and beta carotene. Around a 1/4 cup will do. And then we need, 1 carrot. Okay, so I need my scraper, and I'll also need my grater, so I'm going to grate it in. Lazy me, huh? Around, well, half a cup of carrot. It all depends upon really how much, what type of veggies you want. It's all according to you. So we've got our green, our red, orange. Lovely. So a half a cup of carrot for this amount. Well, 2 cups of celery, half a cup of, half a cup of bell pepper, red bell pepper, half a cup of grated carrots. And then we need some spring onions. Now this is optional. You can include it if you want to. If you don't want, avoid it. Okay, because there are people who do not like the taste of spring onions or any type of onions in their salad. So if you're the type who do not want the taste of spring onions, avoid it. And then you can keep it for garnishing. Okay, now more or less the vegetables are done. Then we need some raisins, again, 1/4 cup. Okay, again, this is up to you, optional. If you don't want sweet things in your salad, you can avoid that. Now, time for tossing. So what we have to do is just have to toss everything together. Okay. With my salad tosser. Oh, this is gorgeous. Just look at these beautiful, vibrant colors. It makes you so happy. And we know that it's good for you. Now we're ready for our creamy part of our beautiful. Just transfer this here. Okay. And what we can do is we have to, mix up the liquid part of the salad. Now for this, what we need is, we need a little bit of, a little less than 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Okay, low-fat mayonnaise, anything you really want. Again, a little less than a 1/4 cup of low-fat yogurt. Lovely. Gorgeous. Let's add a little more of yogurt. Or you can put 1/4 cup each. Half to 1 tablespoon of mustard, English mustard or Dijon mustard. Okay, it depends upon whether you like it or not. Salt and pepper according to your taste. Salt and pepper. Now you have to be careful because Dijon mustard Dijon mustard, mayonnaise all has a little bit of salt. So you have to taste and see whether it requires more salt or not. Then we need a little bit of cider vinegar. Okay, this is apple cider vinegar, around 1 tablespoon or according to what you like. Okay. There, and mix everything up. Now what we have to do, now I have to check whether it tastes. Now I have to check whether, it has enough salt. So it's all according to you. Now if you are on the lookout of low sodium intake or you're having a low sodium diet, avoid the salt. All according to you. Cooking is very personal and it's it's custom. made. I do not like to specify how much ingredients there are for certain things because it all depends upon one's taste. Some people like it more salty, some people like it less salty, some people like it more spicy, more of mustard, less of sourness, more of sweetness, all different types. So that's why I always give you options. You can avoid some ingredients. You can also include. Our colorful salad is going to be drenched with this dressing, okay? And this is going to be a celery slaw. So, oh, beautiful. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just pour this on top and mix everything up. And if you want more seasonings, go ahead and you can put it as you like. Anything goes. And this is done. So your celery slaw is done. You can actually put it into a salad bowl, decorate it as you like. Actually, this is as pretty as possible because it's got all those colors, and once you eat it, it's awesome. So try to keep it in a beautiful, because it's a very beautiful slaw, celery slaw. Try to keep it in a very transparent bowl, which will show off the vibrant and beautiful colors. So my celery slaw is done. Okay, it's got all kind of vitamins and minerals. It's actually packed. This salad is packed with nutrients, vitamins, minerals, all sorts of things. Very good for you, healthy and totally appealing for your eyes and for your tongue. So make it, enjoy it, and also good luck on your cholesterol levels, because as soon as you eat this, your cholesterol level is going to go down and you're going to be happy with me.